Hello everyone. Today we'll do polynomials, introduction of polynomials. Before starting polynomials, we should know what are algebraic expression. Algebraic expression is an expression of constants and variables which are connected together, which are joined together by some operations, arithmetic operations like plus, minus, multiplication and division. Suppose this is an expression 2x square plus 5x plus 3. In this expression, in this algebraic expression, we have x a variable, 3 is a constant and 2 and 5 are the coefficients of x square and x respectively. What is a variable? Variable means which changes its value like x, y and z. We can put any value of these variables and then the value of this expression will change. And what are constant? Which is permanent, whose value doesn't change. In this expression, 3 is a constant, right? And the coefficients of the variable x are 2 and 5 because they are joined with the variable. Okay, we learned three things: coefficient, constant, variable, and these three are collectively form a algebraic expression, right? So coefficient of variable means we understood that the term which is connected with the variable is a coefficient of that variable, right? So in general we can say ax square plus bx plus c is an algebraic expression where a and b are the coefficient, x is a variable and c is a constant term, right? We have three terms, this one ax square, bx and c, and they collectively are forming an algebraic expression. Now we'll talk about polynomials. So first of all, we should know the meaning of polynomial. Poly means many and nomials means terms. So polynomial constitutes of many terms, collection of many terms. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3 and it can be so on. For example, so if we take the example of a term 2x, this is a term 2x, 3x square, 7x cube, these are all one term. And here in this term we are having 2x, 2 is a constant term, 2 is a coefficient of x and x is a variable. Term is composed of constant into variable. That means it's a clubbing of constant with a variable like 9z, right? This is a term, one single term where 9 is a constant and z is a variable, or we can say 9 is the coefficient of this variable z. Like this, here 2x, it's a polynomial in one variable means the complete polynomial is in variable x. Suppose we have x square plus 2x. Here there are two terms, but this is a polynomial in one variable, that is x. Now this one minus x square plus 4x plus 10, this is also a polynomial in one variable which is x, right? Now here 3y square plus 5y plus 7, this is a polynomial in variable y, right? And in one variable only, y. And here this is also an polynomial in one variable which is x. Right? Now suppose you have a terms like 2, 9, minus 3 or 5. So we'll say this is a constant polynomial because there is no variable attached to it, its value will not change, right? So we'll say this is a constant polynomial. And if we talk about zero polynomial, so 0 is a polynomial, it's a polynomial with zero value, right? Now one more thing that we should know, a polynomial which is having negative term, which is not having a whole number power or irrational number power, like this here the power of x is 1 by 2, which is not a whole number. So these type of polynomials are not polynomials. They are not polynomials. The power of x should be a whole number. Power of x should be a whole number. It should not be a irrational number or a fraction number. Polynomials based upon the number of terms. If you have a polynomial with one term, we'll say it's a monomial. It's a monomial. Like these terms 9, 6x, 5x cube minus 14. It's a monomial. It's a monomial with one term. Binomial means which is having two terms. Like this, x cube plus 7x, 3x4 plus 81, 2x plus 4. Next we have a trinomial where we have three terms like this, x square plus 7x plus 5. This is a polynomial with three terms, or we can say it's a trinomial, right? Now if we see according to the degrees how we can classify polynomials. Classification of polynomials according to degrees. Degree means power of variable, any variable like x, y, z, anything. Suppose a polynomial with degree 1 means a linear polynomial. First is a linear polynomial where the value, the degree or the power of x is 1. Like this, ax plus b, any term. So a is a coefficient, b is a constant term, and a and b should not be equal to 0. So these are the examples you can say, and we can have one more example, any other example like 11x minus 22. This is a linear polynomial where the degree of x is 1. Okay, like this we can form linear polynomial. Next we have quadratic polynomial where the degree of x is, or where the degree of the variable is 2. Maximum power of the variable should be 2. Then it is a quadratic polynomial. So here we have 2x square plus 7x plus 5. This is a quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable x is 2. Quad means 2, right? Next one is cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 means where the highest power of the variable is 3. That is a cubic polynomial. Like this one, 3y cube plus 4y square minus 2y plus 4. This is a cubic polynomial. Now next we have biquadratic, means where the power of the variable is 4. Suppose this is a general term, ax raised to power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. Here a, b, c, d are the real numbers which are not equal to 0, and the highest power of x is 4 here. Understood? So we learned the classification of polynomials according to the degree and according to the number of terms. Now we learn how to find the value of a polynomial. How to find a value of a polynomial. Suppose a polynomial is given to you and you have to find the value. Value of polynomial can be found by putting the value of the variable x, right? So we denote that polynomial as p. Suppose here we are having alpha as the value of the variable. If we put the value of x in the polynomial alpha, we'll get the value of the polynomial. It would be clear by taking an example. Suppose we'll take an example like px is equal to 5x square minus 4x plus 3. This is a polynomial in one variable, right? And it's a trinomial because it's having three terms, and also it's a quadratic polynomial because the degree of the polynomial is 2. So now here we have to find the value of this polynomial where the value of x is 2. So how we can do this? It could be solved by putting the value of x is equal to 2 in the polynomial. Where their x is here, we should put the value of 2 there and then solve, and after simplification we get the value of the polynomial as 15, like this. This is the way how we can solve for any polynomial if we have given the value of x. Suppose we'll take one more example. Suppose you have px is equal to x raised to power cube plus 11, and you have to find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 7. So how we can do this? We put the value of x as 7 and we put 7 raised to power cube plus 11, which is equal to 7 cube is 343 plus 11 and we get 354 as an answer of this polynomial. Now let's find the value of the polynomial pt where the polynomial is in the variable form t and the degree is here cube. Okay, so we'll find the value of this polynomial for p0, for p1 and for p2. First of all, we'll find the value for p0. What we'll do first of all, we'll put x is equal to 0 in this. So p0 would be 2 plus 0. Where there is t, we put the value of t as 0. Then we'll get 2 because everything will be 0. So the answer would be 2. Now if we have p1, we have to find the value for x is equal to 1. Then we'll put the value of t 1 in the polynomial and we'll get 6 as an answer. Now if we have to find for 2, then we'll put t is equal to 2. Four plus 8, 12 and 20 is the answer. Like this, we can find the value of any polynomial if the value of the variable is given to us. Right, variable value should be given to find the value of any polynomial. Now suppose we have to find the zeros of a polynomial. What do you mean by zeros of a polynomial? Zeros of a polynomial means that for which value of x our polynomial is having the value 0. Okay, for which value of x the polynomial is giving the value 0. So for that, if we have to find the zeros of the polynomial, the value of the variable for which any variable like x for which px would get 0. So for that we'll put the complete polynomial equal to 0 so that we can find the value of x for which the polynomial is 0. We have to check for x is equal to 3 about the 0 of px. What is the meaning of this question? We have to check for x is equal to 3 whether our polynomial is having the value 0 or not. If we put the value of x 3, put the value of x as 3, whether we are getting the value of this polynomial as 0 or not. We'll find by putting the value of the variable in this polynomial 7 minus 9. So we'll get this 27 will cut with this and this, so we'll get 0. So what we can say for the value of x is equal to 3, polynomial is having the value 0. That means 3 is a 0 of this polynomial px. Now let's find if the value of x is not given to us and we have to find the 0 of any polynomial like px. Suppose we have px is equal to 3x minus 2 and k of x is equal to x square minus a. These are two questions. First of all, we'll solve the first one. So first of all, we find the value of this x by putting px is equal to 0. Right. So if we put 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, we get 3x is equal to 2. So the value of x is equal to 2 by 3. For this value of x, the polynomial value is 0. 9 and 9. Now we will cancel it. Now x is equal to 1. For x is equal to 1, the polynomial is 0. That means 0 of this polynomial is 0. X is equal to 0 is the polynomial of this polynomial.